Hi, I'm Peter Jones, Chartered Surveyor, author and property investor, and in this short series of videos we're looking at goal setting and how to set our goals, particularly our property goals, and how we can achieve them. And in the last video we were looking at the reasons why many property investors struggle to set their property related goals. And one of the reasons, which I think is fairly fundamental and which is worth exploring now, is that very often our goals in themselves don't actually relate to property. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is this. For many of us, we don't want to own property just for the sake of owning property. Property is great, and if you're into architecture or if you're into construction, then in a very practical sense there could be benefits from owning property. But by and large, property is just a medium, isn't it? It's just a route to get to where we want to get to, which is often linked to financial goals. So often the reason why we want to invest in property isn't the property itself, it's what we actually get from owning the property, which could be equity or it could be income, whatever. In the last video we were also looking at how many property investors struggle because they're not quite sure what they want to achieve in property, which might sound surprising, but I meet many investors who just have very vague notions that investing in property is a good thing, and so they go out and do it, and that means that they're not very strategic about the way that they buy and the way that they invest, and that's why they quite often end up buying a property which isn't actually the right property for them. It doesn't help them to achieve the things that they want to achieve. And that brings me on to another fundamental of setting goals, and that is understanding why we want to achieve our goals. Because it's said in goal setting circles that the driving force behind the goal, the driving force behind achieving the goal, is knowing your why. So what do I mean by that? Well, basically we all have a reason for wanting to achieve that goal. Now, it may be, for example, that you hate your job and you want to give up your job, and so the reason why you want to invest in property is to produce a passive income that will replace your current earned income, just to get you out of the job. So what's the why? Is the why owning property? Well, no, the why isn't owning property per se. The why you want to achieve that goal is to get yourself out of the job. That's the big why. And it could be anything, couldn't it? We could all have different reasons for wanting to achieve our goals. Maybe we want to help family members. Maybe we want to spend more time with the kids. Maybe we just want to spend our lives travelling and seeing nice places and eating nice food. It could be absolutely anything. But what we need is a burning desire to achieve that goal. We need to have a big why, a big reason for achieving that goal. Because if we don't have a big reason for achieving that goal, guess what? The chances are we're not going to be able to achieve that goal. So if you've never really thought about it, you should probably take some time, set some time aside, put a line through the diary, and maybe just spend a day thinking about what it is you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it. Because when you understand that, it'll make the whole process of goal setting easier, but it'll mean that you're far more likely to actually achieve your goals. Now, I know that in a property related context it can be very difficult to set goals, and I've talked about a few of the reasons why it's difficult to set property related goals in earlier videos, but that's why I produced a resource which I'm going to leave a link for at the bottom of this video. It's called Goal Setting to Property Success in 5 Simple Steps, and I'll leave a link below there. And the reason why I produced this is because I understand the struggle and the difficulty of setting property related goals. And this is a resource which I've created over the years to help me, and which I know that you'll benefit from too. And what it will help you to do, because it's a template you can work through, it will help you to set your property related goals, but it will also help you to devise a plan to help you to achieve your goals, which is obviously fundamental. There's no point setting goals if we can't then achieve them. This will actually help you to make a plan to help you to achieve your goals. And the other thing which I'm sure will be extremely useful for you is to have some coaching and mentoring. I said in the very first video that just being accountable to a friend will make you 76.7% more likely to achieve your goals. Or imagine if you were accountable to somebody who's an expert in the field in which you want to be successful in this instance, property. And I offer one-on-one coaching and mentoring, and as a book buyer of mine, you're eligible for a special discounted rate on a one-on-one mentoring session with me. So what does that mean? It means you can set your goals, we can get together, we can go through your goals, I can help you to devise a plan to make sure that you achieve your goals and keep you accountable, to make sure that you do the things that you need to do to achieve your goals. So I'll leave a link for that as well below. That will take you to a hidden page on my website, because if you go and click on the link to coaching and mentoring on my website on the main menu, you won't get the special rate. This is a hidden page which is only for my book buyers. So click on that, have a look, and I'll see you in the next video.